Hey friends, welcome back to Old Age Support. I'm so glad you're here with me today. I want to share some of my favorite discoveries about nature's secret foods for anti-aging. Over the years, I've learned that eating well isn't just about filling our bellies, it's about nourishing our bodies and souls. Today, I'll be chatting with you as if we're sitting together over a cup of tea, reminiscing about the good old days while exploring some modern scientific insights on what helps keep us feeling young, energetic, and full of life. Before we dive in, let me set the stage with a little story, a hook, if you will, that I think you'll find both intriguing and comforting. Have you ever wondered how some of us manage to light up a room with our presence even as the years pass by? Picture a secret tucked away right in your own kitchen, a hidden treasure that, when discovered, could transform your daily routine. Imagine each meal turning into a small celebration, a boost that revives your spirit and helps keep the aches and tiredness at bay. Today I'm going to share with you nature's best-kept secrets. Simple, everyday foods that science shows can slow down aging and brighten our lives. Stick with me, and you might just find that one little change that makes a world of difference. Now, let's begin by talking about the magic of whole foods and how they can transform our daily routines. When I was younger, I used to worry about getting enough nutrients, and nowadays, I'm more careful than ever about what I put on my plate. I've found that our best allies in the fight against aging aren't expensive supplements or mysterious potions. They're natural, time-tested foods that have nourished generations before us. I'm talking about vibrant fruits, hearty vegetables, wholesome grains, and even a few surprising treats that pack powerful anti-aging benefits. I know what you might be thinking. Is it really that simple? The answer is yes. Science has shown that many of these foods are loaded with antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that help protect our cells from damage, reduce inflammation, and even support our mental clarity. Take blueberries, for instance, a little fruit that packs a big punch. They're rich in anthocyanins, which research suggests can improve memory and help keep our minds sharp. I remember my dear friend Martha always saying, "A handful of blueberries a day keeps the forgetfulness at bay." And isn't that something we can all appreciate? Antioxidants really are nature's little warriors, guarding our cells against the wear and tear of time. Foods like spinach, kale, and yes, even a bit of dark chocolate, in moderation of course, are chock full of these protective compounds. When I first learned about antioxidants, I thought, if these tiny helpers can keep my cells safe, I'm all in. So I started inviting more of these goodies into my meals, and gradually I noticed I felt a bit more spry and less weighed down by the day. One of the surprising secrets I discovered was the power of omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats, found in fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, have been shown to support heart health and even improve our skin's elasticity. I remember my late husband, always fond of a good salmon dinner, not just because it tasted wonderful, but because he felt like he was doing something very kind for himself. Omega-3s help reduce inflammation and promote cell repair, which is key to keeping our bodies resilient as we age. Now, take a moment and think about your favorite meals. Do you have a dish that always lifts your spirits? A meal that seems to give you energy no matter how tired you might feel? Often, those comforting dishes are more than just food. They can be nature's secret elixirs for staying young at heart. It's amazing how simple ingredients, when chosen with care, can lead to real, tangible benefits. Another food that's become a real favorite of mine is the humble pomegranate. I know it might seem a bit tricky at first with all those little seeds, but once you get past the shell, you're rewarded with a burst of flavor that is both tart and sweet. Pomegranates are loaded with polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that help reduce oxidative stress in our bodies. I like to sprinkle a few seeds over my morning oatmeal or toss them into a salad for a bit of extra crunch and a pop of color. It's like a little celebration on your plate every single day. I can't talk about secret foods without mentioning green tea. Now, I'm not suggesting you give up your morning coffee entirely, but a soothing cup of green tea in the afternoon can work wonders. Green tea is rich in catechins, compounds linked to improved brain function and a reduced risk of heart disease. I started making green tea a daily ritual after a friend shared her own experience, and soon enough, I found it became a lovely way to unwind. Plus, It gives you that gentle reminder to pause, take a breath, and enjoy the moment. But friends, it's not just about what we eat. The way we eat matters too. I've discovered that taking the time to enjoy our meals, savoring each bite, and even sharing the experience with someone can enhance the benefits of our food. When I sit down with family or friends, we don't rush through our food. We chat, we laugh, and we really appreciate every mouthful. That slow, mindful pace not only improves our digestion, but also helps us absorb more of the nutrients our bodies need. Speaking of digestion, another one of nature's little treasures is yogurt. Now, I know some of us have had our hesitations about dairy over the years, but I'm talking about the probiotic-rich kind, the kind that does wonders for your gut. Not only is it gentle on the tummy, but it also supports our immune system by keeping our digestive tract healthy. I often top my yogurt with a drizzle of honey and a sprinkle of walnuts. It's a small, satisfying bowl of goodness that reminds me of the simple joys in life. And let's not forget walnuts themselves. These little nuts are more than just a tasty snack. They're nutritional powerhouses packed with omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins. I often toss a handful into my morning cereal or keep a small container by my side for an afternoon boost. It's wonderful how something so modest can pack such a nutritional punch. I'd like to share a personal story with you. Not too long ago, I was feeling especially low on energy, and my doctor mentioned that my diet might be partly to blame. I began exploring the world of anti-aging foods, and that's when I discovered these natural treasures. I started incorporating more of these foods into my daily routine, and little by little, I began noticing a change. I felt lighter, more energetic, and even my skin seemed to carry a healthier glow. It wasn't an overnight miracle, but a gradual, steady improvement that made me feel hopeful about aging gracefully. For those of you curious about how to begin incorporating these foods into your own routines, here are a few gentle suggestions. First, try to include a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables in your meals. Each hue is a sign of different nutrients, and together they create a rainbow of benefits for your body. Next time you're at the market, consider picking up some blueberries, a bag of spinach, or even a pomegranate. There's no need to completely overhaul your diet overnight. Even small, consistent changes can lead to big rewards over time. Another practical tip is to try cooking at home more often. I understand that sometimes it's easier to order takeout or rely on processed meals, but there's a special satisfaction in preparing your own food with fresh ingredients. Cooking becomes a meditative activity, a chance to slow down, reflect, and connect with your past. I cherish my afternoons spent in the kitchen, chopping vegetables and stirring up a hearty soup. It's a way to honor old recipes and create new memories. Of course, I understand that change isn't always easy. Many of us have built our habits over decades, and the thought of altering them can feel overwhelming. But let me assure you, it's never too late to start. Even small adjustments, like switching from white bread to whole grain or adding an extra serving of leafy greens to your lunch, can make a real difference. And if you ever feel uncertain about a change, why not talk it over with a friend or family member? Sometimes, sharing our concerns can be the first step to finding the courage to try something new. Hydration is another key factor in our well-being. It might seem simple, but drinking enough water throughout the day is essential. It helps maintain our energy levels, aids digestion, and keeps our skin supple. I often keep a jug of water on my table as a gentle reminder to take a few sips now and then. And if plain water doesn't entice you, try adding a splash of lemon or a few slices of cucumber. It's a refreshing twist that makes hydration a bit more enjoyable. Now, I have to mention one of my personal favorites, turmeric. That bright golden spice isn't just for adding color to your curry, it has remarkable anti-inflammatory properties that can help ease joint pain and support overall health. I like to add a pinch of turmeric to my morning smoothie or mix it into a warm cup of milk. Just a little bit can go a long way in helping ease those creaky joints and boosting your overall vitality. And while we're on the topic of spices, let's talk about ginger. This zesty root has been a staple in traditional diets for generations. Ginger not only aids digestion, but also has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Whenever I feel a bit under the weather or notice a bit of stiffness, I brew myself a warm cup of ginger tea. Its spicy aroma fills the room like a comforting hug from nature. It's one of those little natural remedies that have been passed down through the years, and it always manages to lift my spirits. I realize we're covering a lot of ground here, and you might be thinking, that's quite a bit to take in. But remember, friends, the goal isn't to overwhelm you with information. It's to share a few simple, practical ideas that have brought a bit more spring into my step over the years. You don't have to try every suggestion all at once. Instead, pick one or two foods to try out and see how they work for you. And if one of these foods makes a noticeable difference, please share your experience in the comments below. I'd love to hear your story. Now let's chat a bit about mindset. I truly believe that our outlook on life plays a big part in how we age. It isn't just what we eat, but also how we live, laugh, and love. There's a saying among my friends that laughter is the best medicine, and I couldn't agree more. Staying socially connected, engaging in activities that bring you joy, and maintaining a positive attitude can be just as important as a healthy diet. When we nourish our minds with positivity and embrace the little moments, our overall well-being improves. I often reflect on how different things were in my youth. Back then, our meals were simpler, and our lives less cluttered by the constant rush of modern life. Today, there's so much information at our fingertips that it can be overwhelming to decide what's truly good for us. Yet, nature has always been generous with its bounty. The same foods our grandparents relied on continue to offer us their benefits, now backed by scientific research. It's a beautiful blend of tradition and modern insight, a testament to the wisdom that has been passed down through generations. One food that I'd be remiss not to mention is avocado. Now, I must admit, I was a bit skeptical of this trendy green fruit at first. But once I learned about its benefits, rich in healthy fats, vitamins, and antioxidants, I embraced it wholeheartedly. Avocado can help lower bad cholesterol, and its vitamin E content is excellent for skin health. I enjoy slicing half an avocado onto a piece of whole grain toast, perhaps with a dash of salt and a sprinkle of pepper. It's a simple pleasure that leaves me feeling both satisfied and cared for. I know many of us worry about the cost of healthy eating, but you'd be surprised at how affordable many of these secret foods can be. Seasonal fruits and vegetables, locally caught fish, and even nuts and whole grains can be part of a balanced diet without breaking the bank. Over the years, I've learned that it's not about having the fanciest ingredients, but about making the best choices from what nature offers us. Before we wrap up today's chat, I want to leave you with a gentle reminder. Aging is a journey, and every day is a new chance to care for yourself. The secret foods we've talked about aren't magic potions. They're simply nature's way of giving us a little extra support as we move through life. Each meal, each small change, is a step toward feeling a bit better, a bit more vibrant, and a bit more alive. So, my dear friends, thank you for spending this time with me today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What secret foods have you discovered that make you feel good? Have you tried any of these suggestions, or do you have your own little culinary secrets to share? Please do leave your comments below, and if you enjoyed our conversation, consider subscribing to Old Age Support for more warm, friendly chats and practical tips on living our best lives at every age. Remember, every meal is an opportunity to celebrate life. Whether it's a vibrant bowl of mixed greens with walnuts or a comforting cup of ginger tea shared with a friend, these moments of nourishment remind us that we deserve to feel our best. Life has given us so many gifts over the years, and by embracing these natural, wholesome foods, we honor our bodies and our memories. Until next time, take your time, savor your meals, and remember that even the smallest choices can lead to big changes. Keep exploring, keep sharing, and most importantly, keep enjoying the simple pleasures of life. I'm here with you every step of the way, cheering you on as we navigate this journey together. Goodbye for now, my dear friends, and take care. I look forward to our next conversation. Until then, may your days be filled with warmth, laughter, and the delightful taste of nature's best secret foods for a healthier, happier life. Stay well and keep shining, one nourishing bite at a time.